Welcome back to NYSE TV Live, everyone. I'm Kristen Scholler here in studio at the Stock Exchange. We showed you that opening bell earlier, and on the podium was Holly Framsted, head of product group at Capital Group, celebrating the U.S. Equity Open. Holly joins me in studio now with more. Holly, great to have you and great to see you on the podium.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Always a fun experience.
And a big milestone to celebrate, of course, for Capital Group, 3-year anniversary of the ETF platform. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's been an amazing journey. 3 years ago, Capital Group launched our first suite of actively managed ETFs. And what we've seen is tremendous growth in active ETFs since then. The marketplace totals around $1 trillion, or almost $1 trillion today. And we think that's in response to the need in the marketplace that we believe we're meeting, which is core portfolio exposures, actively managed and in the ETF vehicle.
Talk to me more about what you see in the marketplace right now and how Capital Group is responding to that.
So we're seeing an increased need from financial advisors for portfolio advice. And so when we launched ETFs 3 years ago, our objective was to launch a full suite of core building blocks so that they could be compiled into a model portfolio or a complete portfolio for our clients. And so when we launched CGMM, our US small and mid cap ETF earlier this year, that was really the last building block piece we felt we needed to complete a portfolio for financial advisors.
And what do our viewers or potential investors get access to if they choose to invest in that fund?
So if they're investing in CGMM specifically, they're getting access to primarily U.S. listed small and mid-cap companies. So really the growth of the U.S. economy and the best thinking from Capital Group's analysts and portfolio managers.
There are index funds, there are active ETFs as well. What do you see in the active ETF space?
Well, so active ETFs, I think, are going to be the next step change for growth in the ETF vehicle. It's really an exposure that's been missing. I mean, historically, if you were a financial advisor and you preferred the tax efficiency of the ETF structure, you had to choose passive management. And as we've seen more and more firms like Capital Group and certainly our own entrance into the ETF market space with active exposures in this vehicle, we're seeing increased adoption of active management once again.
We are not yet at the end of the first quarter, so thinking long term as the head of product group at Capital Group, what are your goals for this year?
Well, so we are looking and very excited to imminently launch model portfolio solutions with all ETFs embedded in them. We have been transitioning some of our existing models to include ETFs alongside mutual funds and active alongside passive. But really, we're just most excited about being able to continue the consultative process that we take with financial advisors and help them build better portfolios and deliver more robust outcomes for their clients.
We have about 2 minutes left in this segment, Holly, and I think probably our viewers might be looking at the stock market wondering, oh, what should I do, when we see volatility like this? What would you tell them?
Well, I think markets like this are a prime opportunity for active management to deliver for investors. We spend a lot of time talking with financial advisors and reminding them that remaining invested is one of the most important things. There's a lot of talk about potentially being on the verge of a recession. Recessions can be incredibly painful, but actually what we find is they tend to be short in duration, and the market rebounds coming out of a recession can lead to really meaningful portfolio returns. So right now we're encouraging our clients to remain invested, entrust that long-term view to an active manager who is keeping a diligent eye on the markets and adjusting the portfolios on behalf of our clients in response to what we're seeing.
What would you define as long-term?
So 3 years, 5 years, 8 years. I think those are the durations that we really talk with our portfolio managers about thinking about. But at the end of the day, most of our clients are investing their money for the remainder of their career and into an incredibly robust and long retirement. And so when we think long term, it is about thinking about your total life cycle and recognizing that there's, for many of us, many, many more years to remain invested in the marketplace.
Holly, what else is in store for your time here at the Stock Exchange?
Well, today we're meeting with about 150 financial advisors who are really excited to learn more about active ETFs. And so in addition to celebrating our 3-year anniversary, and we had a celebration on the floor of the exchange last night, we're going to spend our time on education, talking about our best investment thinking in this moment, how our ETFs can be used in portfolios, and broad adoption and advisor practice management.
Wonderful. Holly Framsted, head of product group at Capital Group, thank you so much for joining and congratulations.
Thank you.